Hello, sorry about the squeaky noises, I'm on a chair. Welcome back to the toy review. I'm still in my panto digs as I record this, though by the time you're watching this I'll either be home or nearly home. I just wanted to take this opportunity to say thanks. I really do appreciate you sticking by me throughout all these, those who are interested in my toy reviews. So, cheers! Ooh, little pop burp, I'm doing great tonight. Anyway, still in my panto accommodation. All the key things over there, like Modoc. And the wave here, because we will talk about them in just a moment's time, but we've hit the end, which means we now have all of the relevant parts of the armadillo. We've got legs, we've got a body and a carapace, we've got arms, we've got the head. So let's not dally. Let's build the armadillo, take a look at the Build-A-Figure, see if this big Z-lister was worth it, and then we'll look at the entire wave. Well, here he is, Antonio Rodriguez, the Armadillo. Bit of a tragic villain. A lot of his stories have revolved around lost love, unrequited love, or sort of romantic tragedy, leading him to petty crime, sometimes helping out the good guys, but most of the time being a massive, heavy, for hire, the thug who is taken advantage of by bigger villains, like Baron Zemo and characters like that are using for muscle. A dude who thought he was getting superpowers to help with his life, and instead was mutated into something that he's been trying to find a cure for ever since, namely an armor-plated exterior like that of an armadillo. Yes, it's ridiculous, but yes, it's a pretty fearsome figure. Look at him. For size comparison, the tallest of the wave is Morloon / Morlon. Yeah, Armadillo's pretty goddamn tall. Posability and articulation is quite simple, you see. It's got a pivot in the ankle, which also has quite a nice bend, so you could have him lunging. He has got one knee joint. He has got a swivel at the top of the thigh, as you see. And his legs can also go out. The sculpt on the front of the leg hampers the amount his leg can bend forward, though. You do kind of need to have him crouch forward to not fall over. But if you can bend his feet enough, he has got a little bit more height on him. He has no waist swivel. And he has a not too bad a rib crunch, really, for a big boy. Unhampered by the fact that the bottom part of his outer shell is attached. The top part is the bit that you plug in yourself, so you can unplug that if it makes posing him easier, and then plug it back in when you finish with the pose, like so. Swivel at the top of the arms, up there, single joint at the elbow, pretty decent curl on his claws actually. Head is on a double bald ended peg joint, but the bottom half doesn't move and seems quite set into the torso, so I do not want to risk it. So the movement of the head is a little bit limited. But considering the size of him, and also how easy he was to click together, this is one of the Build-A-Figures. First Build-A-Figures I've seen from these guys in a while that I've managed to complete, where the... oh, let's get the peg in. Where the actual attachment of the legs and the arms took no effort at all. Like, just give them a little wiggle, press them into position. Bosh, sorted. Details on the torso are really nice. Like, we had a little look at this in some of the earlier reviews, but he's got scuffs here and there, like he's seen some battle. The way the sort of the head one and the neck part line up with the little point at the back there is nice. The big 3-fingered hands are very cool. Do you know what? As far as like a Build-A-Figure goes, just giving you a bigger, physically bigger, imposing character, Armadillo's looking pretty sweet, guys. Right. Do I think it was worth collecting the set for him? Unless you really want to expand your random villain roster, I wouldn't see why you would collect the set just to get an Armadillo. But if you get most of the figures in the set, I would recommend getting the last couple you've not bought, just so you've got pretty cool comic book heavy in your arsenal. Because that is a nicely intimidating, imposing looking figure. Armadillo is an addition I'm happy with, but was the entire wave worth it as a whole? Let's find out, shall we? So Big Boy is prepped and ready to meet his friends. Honourable mention in this wave before we begin to the... What the hell's it called now? Oh my god. The upgraded suit re-release. The one that came out around the same time as this wave but isn't technically part of it. The one with the new Tom Holland sculpt, which is alright. It's not too bad. It's like a slight improvement on the Infinity War Iron Spider Iron Man 2-pack one. Just the refinements to the suit to make it more screen accurate are really, really nice, but he's not part of the wave, so unfortunately he doesn't count. However, massive honourable mention, great figure. My least favourite figure of this wave is without a doubt the integrated suit Spider-Man, the individual release figure from the wave, the one that is set apart from the rest of the Build-A-Figure characters because he is without a Build-A-Figure part. It's fine. He loses points on that if you watch the review. That really horrid neck issue. Oh, good God. The neck issue takes it down so much. Don't even get me started on the fact that his paint is probably going to lead to a revised version with better and more accurate colours in the future. Integrated suit Spider-Man, least favourite figure in the wave. So you stand over there, lad. Second to last decent one. So hang on, how many have we got? 7th place then. 7th place goes to Morlan. He's just not tall enough. He's not tall enough for Morlan. Morlan should be more towering. The shit-eating grin smile is fine, and the other head that's a bit stern is fine, but a slightly more stoic, more intense look for Morlan would be appreciative, considering when he shows up, shite's about to hit the fans. This should be a more frightening looking figure. Add to that, I don't have a freaking clue why they went for the suckers on his hands. I don't get it. It's a shame, really, because I'm like I think I'm like the one guy who likes Morlan, so it sort of sucks that the figure's a bit underwhelming. He should have been a Build-A-Figure. I'm not saying he should be huge, but he should be a bigger scale. That's a shame. In 5th place, rather. I'm counting these wrong. In 5th place, J. Jonah Jameson, based on the MCU. Why? Why is he so low down? The frickin' boots. Hasbro, lose this sculpt. It's awful. Please stop using it for any characters who aren't in super suits. Apart from that, the details are nice. The 2 sculpts of J.K. Simmons are pretty decent. Just he loses out on practicality more than anything. So there he goes. In 4th place, mostly on the technicality, is Black and Gold Suit Spider-Man, because it's just out of the wave, the better of the 2 MCU Spideys, even with his glaring inaccuracies, like the massively red sleeves and the, the fact that he doesn't come with, now having seen the film, since getting the figure initially, he doesn't come with the most important accessories this one should have, which is the wrist gauntlet or the cell phone sticky tape to his chest. The fact he doesn't come with those is kind of annoying, but I like the almost hard to pick up circuitry paintwork on the black. And I think just as a piece, it looks really nice. The only thing taken away from it is the forearms, but it's not bad, really. It's a nicely made figure. In 3rd place, 90s comics fans rejoice. Shriek. It's cool to add another character to the Maximum Carnage gang now that I've got a 90s style Carnage, a Doppelganger, and Demogoblin. It's really cool to add Shriek to that roster. The Mark Bagley accurate sculpt is insane. Please, someone let me know if they ever see a custom figure maker turn this into an Ultimate Comics Mary Jane Watson, because she has the exact same facial features and facial structure, and that's nuts. But really simple figure, a great use of the lack of pins in the arms and elbows and everything, and so the next to the knees. This one was one of the ones that had less teething trouble with that. But also, finally, we get the double jointed elbow on a female figure, and Shriek is a great way to prove that works. So Shriek is in 3rd place, and she's so excited she doesn't want to stand up. There we go. 2nd place figure of this wave. We're out of the we're mostly out of the No Way Home territory, but this is a great Doctor Strange figure. The sculpt of Benedict Cumberbatch is way better than the one in the Infinity War set, which is the one that I've got. A couple of varieties of hands, including, of course, spell casting, which is always fun. I like that the Eye of Agamotto that used to contain the Time Stone is still a loose piece, so you can choose to have it on or off, just like the Cape of Levitation. It is currently, for my money, the best MCU Doctor Strange figure we've got. Obviously, we now know that there are more on the way in February, March time with the Multiverse of Madness wave. But I'm happy to just have this guy. I'm not in a rush to buy that whole wave. I want to get like Wong and Mordo. But I'm happy for this guy. What a cool Doctor Strange. And yeah, he will be displayed with the No Way Home figures on my shelf. So he is second place, which of course means first place for this wave. I kind of knew it the moment I opened it, really. Gamer vs. Miles Morales. This figure, based on the PS4, PS5 title, Spider-Man Miles Morales by Insomniac, the mini sequel to 2018's Spider-Man. This figure is the dog's bollocks. It's the bee's knees. It's so good with his Venom Blast alternate hands. He looks so cool. He's just. I mean, let's get the bloody light on him. Look at him. He looks so good. Venom Blast hands and everything. Just, it's such a great figure. Ooh, hello. Hands down, this Miles Morales is the best figure in the Armadillo wave. If you have to pick up one figure from the Armadillo wave that's not the spin-off upgraded suit, and it's Miles Morales, that is my recommendation. But what about you? What did you think of this wave of figures just from my reviews, or did you pick some up yourself? Who was a winner? Who was a disappointment? What would you rank them? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for sticking with me with the toy reviews from my Panto location. They're obviously slightly less flashy looking, but hopefully you still got something out of them. If you'd like to help support me with toy reviews in the future, you could go to my Amazon wishlist down in the description and pick me up something. You don't have to do that, obviously. If you do, you get a shout out and my undying gratitude, but you can help me out in other ways by simply liking this video and subscribing if you haven't already. I am very tired, because as you saw from that phone, it's gone 1 in the morning. I love you and leave you all. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.